Welcome to Global Pinoy Series. We are at the Ron Villanueva Appreciation Dinner over here at the Philippine Cultural Center. And we are in the Bat Cave, and we're in the library, I should say. We are here with one of the candidates running for mayor. I heard serendipitously about this gentleman from Sylvia Strickland, who sits on the Virginia Beach Human Rights Commission. There he is, Linwood Branch.
Hey,
Mr. Branch, thanks for coming out today. And like I was telling you, I was talking to Sylvia Strickland. We both sit on the Human Rights Commission. Her favorite, there's probably public knowledge anyway, so hopefully she won't be mad at me when this broadcast, is that you are one of the front runners for mayor in Virginia Beach. Can you give us a little background on yourself there, Mr. Branch?
Well, yes, I can. I formerly was on the Virginia Beach City Council from 1992 to 2002, and then I had two children and decided to spend my energy and time with them. And so I've come full circle now. My son is going to college next year, and my daughter's a junior in high school. And so I've gone through a phase of my life, and I feel like getting back into public service and trying to make a contribution again to the city.
Were you surprised that the mayor stepped down so abruptly and created this opportunity, or any opinions on that at all?
I am, and the mayor and I served with Will Sessoms while I was on the council, and consider him a very close friend. And it was surprising, but he has put in a lot of time to the city, and his priorities are always family first. And I think he wanted to spend family time and get back in the private sector. He's got grandchildren. He wants to earn money and help with their college funds and all that sort of thing, like a good grandfather would do. And I think that's what he wants to do at this stage of his life.
What do you see in the city of Virginia Beach that you'd like to get right on top of reform-wise, or things you might want to improve, things you might see possibly as a weakness and opportunity to build upon?
Well, I think we have a great city. And I think when we compare our situation to other cities, we're in a very enviable position. But I think there are things that we need to build on and improve. I'm big on education. I'd like to see the renovation of our old schools accelerate. I'd like to see if we can get some state help in school construction. They got out of the construction business during the recession time. I'd like to talk to state delegates and legislators and the governor about getting back to helping us build schools, particularly the high schools, Kempsville, First Colonial, Princess Anne, or over high schools. I think we'd like to accelerate that. I know flooding is a big issue. I chair a transition area committee where flooding is a problem in that area. Very familiar with what we're doing. We have 2 studies going on, and we need to tackle that problem, and we're going to do it. And I think by and large, continue with economic development, jobs for our citizens. And I'd like to see us continue with the environment and taking care of the city in that way also.
I talk to a lot of people, Mr. Branch, and they talk about the city growing to 500,000 people. They wonder about transportation, so you don't have to necessarily take a stance on light rail, but where are you on transportation needs for folks, companies that attract their employees to come here and live and get to work?
Well, first off, Virginia Beach has been very progressive and aggressive in building roads, and we need to continue to do that. I do think I did serve also on the Hampton Roads Transit Commission and understand the issues in terms of public transportation, and we need to do better jobs with those, particularly with our bus services and our shelters and things like that, and that's an issue. And certainly continue to look at mass transit opportunities. We own that Norfolk Southern rail line, and that's a valuable a link through our city, and at some point in time the technology may arrive where we can convince the citizens that it makes sense to look at something like that. I will be taking a trip to Pittsburgh in about a week or two to look at what they've done for their region. They reinvented themselves when the steel industry went down. They're now into high tech and those sort of industries, and that's where we need to go for the jobs for our graduates coming out of college and our citizens. And I think cities that plan and work and have a goal are the ones that succeed, and that's why I want to come back and try to be the mayor.
Good stuff. You got any good stories for us? I know Ron was probably coming into city council as you were taking your sabbatical. Any good Ron Villanueva stories?
Well, Ron, actually, the year that I left council, 2002, was the year that Ron came on council, 2002. And so I wrote on his poster tonight, I passed the baton to you and you carried it on. And of course, Ron then went to state delegate's office and all that sort of thing. I've been at this cultural center many times. This is my first time back in the library, the inner sanctum. This is very exciting for me.
There you go.
To be back here. And I'll tell you, I saw a lot of old friends for many years in the 90s. I was either a judge or the MC of the Miss Filipino Beauty Pageant.
Awesome.
And had a great time doing that and got to see many old friends here tonight, and it's just like coming back home.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. Our board of directors meeting is the first Sunday of the month. Always events here. I'll definitely reach out to your folks to get you invited out here. Can you give our audience, do you have a Facebook site, a website? How do they donate or volunteer to your campaign, Mr. Branch?
Well, I'm just gearing up my campaign, so I'll be getting all that together soon. But stay tuned, and I look forward to coming here again and again because, as I used to say when I emceed the Miss Filipino Beauty Pageant, ako ay Filipino.
Right on.
All right?
Thank you, Mr. Branch. We really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there on the trail.
Thank you, JoJo.
That was Linwood Branch with Global Pinoy Series in the Bat Cave. And stay tuned for our next episode, guys. Thank you.